Hey, hi, hello, how are you? I'm Pia. Welcome to a very exciting, very special 24-hour readathon. Okay, so I just got back from Target, but I'm gonna talk to you about it. We are an hour and 30 minutes into the 24 hours. I am like almost 300 pages into it. With the part I'm at, we basically have almost finished the introductions of each character. The premise is introduced in the beginning with like the setup of like Georgie, the kind of crimes of it, the first 4 murders that it commits, and this like clown, and then we get the adult perspectives. So we've already done that, but now we're getting to know them as kids and we're getting their first introduction into it. I've already read most of this book before, and I've also seen It Chapter 1 many times because It Chapter 1 is one of my favorite horror movies. I just think it's so silly goofy. I love an arty horror movie, and then I love a silly goofy horror movie. I like this level of horror, I think. I like the way it's written, but I like that we have so many different perspectives. Like, this is my favorite kid at the moment. I love Beverly. I really do. I think Beverly's such a slay. I think she's so real. I hate men writing female characters when they don't understand women, but like, I feel like now I haven't read other Stephen King books. Well, yes, I have. I read The Body, but I don't think there's any women in that book. That's a fail for feminism, but I think Beverly is a great developed character and I like her. Ben annoys me mostly. Ben's probably the most annoying to me. I still like Richie. Eddie's fine. Bill is fine, but Ben kind of annoys me. Him and his stupid haiku, like, I don't know. But this audiobook is really good. Like, I really like it. It's not full cast or anything. It's not like special, but I think it's a good, like, the narrator does a good job. So also, I'm going to see Hocus Pocus at Fenway Park. So I'm going to shut up and get back to reading. Also, I have new glasses, but I was wearing my other glasses and the lens just like popped out. So I had no glasses for a minute. It was kind of crazy. I'm gonna go back to It. What do you have to say about It, Tilda? I'm showing her the book. She's not interested. Sirens going on right now is really nice. It's really good. Hi guys, I am over 650 pages. I have just been like reading this all day. I haven't doing a single other. Actually, I've done so many other. It's crazy. Like, it is a long ass book. Like, I don't know if Mr. Stephen King was like, his editor was like, honey, this is long. I don't really remember if The Stand came out before or after this. And I know that's his other like 1,000-pager. Either way, I think about it. And I think like he definitely goes into so much detail. Like, he could just skip so many things, but he's really driving home his points. And I think that's just like him. I think that's just him, you know? He wants to like, like every time they step out of the house, he's gonna tell you about it. Like I said, I'm still liking that like every single person has a perspective. I just really freaking love that. Even like the side characters and stuff, like you get a little chapter about them. Definite lack in plot. There's a lot of like build up, which I think like the last 200 pages are kind of gonna be like where everything happened, just because there's obviously the big thing that happens the big thing that happens in the past storyline, and then in the present timeline, they just want to defeat it. I mean, that's not a spoiler. Like, I'm like here for the romance in this book. I gotta be honest. Like, did I think I was gonna be like, it is the new romance book of the year? No, I just love Beverly. She deserves the world, and she's not getting the world at the moment. So I want her to be happy. Oh, I also forgot to mention Mike in my last clip because Mike is literally irrelevant. No, I mean, out of the 6 main kids, who's important? Like 3 of them are important. Like, you know, so like, I'm sorry. Oh, another thing I was thinking about is it is basically Pretty Little Liars, but Pretty Little Liars is like it for teen girls in the digital age. Like, it is a I don't know if I just blew your mind or what, but like, I don't think I'm gonna finish this book today. I gotta be so honest with you. I've read half of it and it's going by fast. Like, it is a great read. I'm addicted to reading it. I'm like developing a stutter because Bill has a stutter and I'm like, I actually don't know how to talk without a stutter because I'm just like listening to it and it's really getting my head. So that's bad. Realistically, I'm making dinner right now. Have some nachos in the oven. I'm gonna take a little break. I have to go see Hocus Pocus, which is very important to me. So then from like 9 to like maybe let's say midnight, because I'm going to be partying tomorrow night and I do not want to stay up too late tonight. Let's say until midnight I can read this book. And I'm like, I think we're gonna have to extend it till tomorrow. And that's okay. That is a-okay with me. I have really committed to reading this book today, so I'm proud of that. I made my cookies. Did I tell you what kind of cookies I made? I made like oatmeal, like kind of non-traditional oatmeal whoopie pies because they're like fall. They're like pumpkin spice whoopie pies. So I made a pumpkin cream cheese frosting that I'm gonna put sandwich in between the cookies. I haven't done that part yet, but I did just get the cookies out of the oven. And then I'm gonna go walk to Fenway and go see Hocus Pocus. And there are probably just gonna be children there and me and my dad pen. I'm like, I'm having a freaking blast. Hello friends. I am 7 hours, almost 1 minute to 7 hours into my reading challenge and I'm 700 pages through it. It's cracking along. It is cracking along, friends, family. It's going. Hopefully I will get through another 100 pages in the next hour. In 100 pages I will be where I was when I stopped reading this book. So then it will be all new information for me, which is really exciting. Yeah, I did go to Hocus Pocus. I had a blast. Besides the fact that there were like all these like children next to me and they were very loud. Like the family next to me, the other family next to me left because of how loud they were. But it was okay. I still enjoyed my time. I enjoyed the movie thoroughly. So I'm gonna get back to reading because that's what I'm here to do. But yeah, tomorrow I just have to work out in the morning, make some pancakes. I also have to bake something because I realized I didn't make enough cookies for this party because they're sandwiches. So I'm going to make either more cookies or muffins because I already wanted to make muffins. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be making cookies, 2 batches of cookies and muffins this weekend. It seems like a lot, so I'm not sure. I also don't think I have the resources to make that many things. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna get back to reading because that's what's important right now. Let me just like block the rest of the text, but the fact that it says nothing much happened for the next 2 weeks is fucking hilarious. And like, as a writer, I stand this line. It's quirky, it's effective, it's iconic, and we love her. We're on 4th interlude. It is real, guys. I have made it to 1,000 pages into this book. Oh my god. I can like see the light at the end of the tunnel. It is, and they're in a tunnel, kind of. Anyway, we're almost done. I'm so excited. Shit's about to go down and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I actually am so excited and I have to leave soon. So there's that. Say hi, Hilda. Nope? Okay. I'm in my Cat Trafford outfit. I'm not wearing my leather jacket right now because it's actually 80 degrees outside. Fun fact. Global warming, in case you didn't know it was real. This is your friendly reminder. It is. Anyway, oh my god. I just read what the next chapter is and I'm like, I'm fucking screaming. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. We are 13 hours exactly and I finished it. I did it, guys. I did this. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. This is the biggest accomplishment. I feel like I have conquered, I don't know, something about big books. They're always intimidating, but like they feel so good to finish. And I gotta be honest, so I was listening to this on the train yesterday and I got to the infamous child orgy scene, which is not like a spoiler. I don't know. It's something I've known about the book before going into it, so I don't think it's a spoiler. So I listened to that on the train. The thing I think about that, I feel like we were all dying to know what my opinion on that scene was. One, it's not a scene, really. It's It's mostly summary. I actually expected it to lean a lot more into the grotesque and just into a kind of more descriptive kind of, I don't know how else to describe it other than like grotesque, if you know like the nature of like the grotesque like genre kind of. It anticipated it being more like explicit and gross and like whatever, but I think that the way it was written actually made a lot of sense in the context of like why it was happening. Do I think it was necessary? No. I am not here advocating for this part in the book. I think there's a lot of like the children in here, and like half of the time they're children, half of the time they're not. They are still so delulu. Like they come up with these crazy kooky ideas of how they're gonna stop it, and like where did they get these ideas? Like where are they coming from? Show me the receipts. Like I don't actually know. Like they're like, this is how we're gonna stop it, and I'm like, literally what who in their right mind like thought that was how you're gonna like defeat this monster? Like, you know what I mean? So like every idea they come up with, I'm like, it's like just out of thin air. Like what are you talking about? Anyway, I'm giving it 4 stars because I think it was really good. Yeah, I can't give it 5. Like there's no way. This is not a perfect book. It has many flaws, but I think that it was like, it did its job. I liked it. Anyway, Hollow weekend is over, so I brought out my new mug. It's okay, we're still gonna read some horror books. I think I have like 2 other plans for books I'm gonna read because they're relatively short, and then we'll kind of round out this 24 hours. We'll like just finish it today. I have football to watch, but that is besides the point. I slept in today because I was out partying last night. So the 2 books I want to read. First, I want to read Coraline because I have never read Coraline because I was supposed to read this book in 5th grade, and then one bitch ass mom got freaking mad that we were gonna read Coraline in 5th grade and canceled it. So she was like, my child cannot read Coraline, so you can all like fucking suck it. We didn't read it, so I've missed out, and I've watched the movie, but I feel like I don't have the full effect. I also just like don't think I've read a Neil Gaiman book, and I feel like that's kind of criminal of me. And then I also want to read Mayfly, which is like a new horror book that came out recently. The cover is just so intriguing. I also think I saw someone, I'm trying to think of who, some booktuber that I follow, I can't recall at the present moment, recently read this, and I believe gave it like 5 stars. I'm gonna read that as well. So I think I'm gonna start with Coraline. It's 10:30. I'm gonna start getting ready for my day, which is not gonna consist of a whole lot because it's Sunday. So that's what we're gonna do. Happy I finished this. So excited to read more. No, we're killing this 24-hour readathon. We are actually murdering it. I feel like I've read this before. I know I just said I haven't read this book, but it's like I'm getting this weird sense of deja vu. Maybe because like I've seen the movie. Here's the crazy thing. Like it's not on my Goodreads marked as read, but when I downloaded the ebook earlier today, like an hour ago, this book is short. Like, I don't know why I'm being annoying. When I downloaded the ebook, it like had me already at the end. So I was like, oh, have I read this before? Because why would it like open in the last 10%? You know what I mean? I'm so confused. Anyway, I finished Coraline. I think I'll give it 3 stars. I don't know. I think it's fine. Like I think it's a classic in some ways, but I also think that like I think it did great things for like, I think that like middle grade children's horror genre is really interesting to me, and that's something I would love to read more of because I think like it's coming up more now, especially as a genre, I guess. As far as the story and the plotline of this goes, I think it has like, I think what's nice about like children's horror is that it has like a moral. So obviously the moral is like, don't take what you have for granted and whatnot, but like, so that's cute, and like I think it's fun. I don't know, I don't think it's like revolutionary, and I think it's kind of, it's fine. I also just like, I felt like I'd read it before, so there's like that. Maybe I have read it before, I don't know. Maybe I have a vlog where I read Coraline and I was like, this is my first time reading Coraline. I have no recollection of it. If it happened, it was during the lost years of my life, which is like when I was living in a different country, and I was like crazy. We are almost 16 hours into the 24 hours. I'm just gonna keep reading. I'm just gonna keep going. I start Mayfly. I'm also watching football right now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna start this. Maybe I'll start it during halftime so I can actually like listen to the game, because I was just like reading while the game was on but not like paying attention to it. So I think that's what we're gonna do, because football is a priority for me. I gotta be honest. Like there's a part of the year where like I don't know what I do on Sundays. Like, Hello friends, I'm wrapping up this vlog because I finished the 24 hours and I finished a book, so like it's time to cut it out, like we're done reading. For proof, 24 hours. I finished reading Mayfly. I didn't, okay, granted, I didn't know what this book was about going into it. So like, could I have predicted I would like it? Probably not. But like, I thought I was gonna like it, and it's not like I didn't like it, I just didn't really understand the like character motivations, and I feel like in order to get a like good for her story, and like if someone's doing something very clearly morally bad, like I don't know, killing, and in order for me to like enjoy a plot and like what the protagonist is doing and be on their side in some way, I feel like I have to like get some reasoning, like I don't know. So I don't feel like this book had that, and I can tell you what it's about. It's about Maeve, who is a like Disney princess. Maeve is a Disney princess at Disney, I never remember if it's World or Land in California, but the one in California. And she loves her job, freaking slays. And her grandmother was like a famous actress or something. And she's taking care of her in her like old age and whatever. And she's very attached to her, and like she's kind of like the reason she does some of the things she does. And Maeve is like a little bit quirky. She's a little bit not like other girls, and she's really into like, well, she's really into porn, but I don't think that's like related. She does this thing where she like scams people and like tricks them into like exposing themselves as like racist or like just problematic, and like gets them canceled, which I think is a slay. I think that's cool. I think that's fun because they're like bad people, so like that's okay. But then she just ends up like killing people. She meets this guy and they like, I don't know, things change. I don't know. I don't want to spoil it, but like it was fine. I gave it 3 stars. It didn't really do anything for me. I don't like books anymore. But I liked it, so there we go. That's a win. That's a win for this vlog. That's a win for me. And now I can like say I read books and I actually enjoy them. But anyway, that was a great 24 hours of reading, because it was kind of like a whole little weekend of reading. And I got lots read, and I did lots of other fun things that were Halloweeny and fun. So I do hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. I hope you stay tuned for more. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!